Today, let's talk about some XRP passive income opportunities with an automated market maker that can come online with the passing of the XLS 30D amendment that has not been put into place yet because of some technical questions and, of course, politics. But first, let's just look more at what this actually is. Now, this graphic and the larger one here are from XRP Crow, who puts out a lot of really good content about XRP. So, the big thing here is that XRP holders and investors have the potential to generate passive income by participating as liquidity providers or engaging in other trading activities. However, there is a risk of impermanent loss, and impermanent loss is a very unique thing to the automated market maker technology in crypto. The whole thing about how impermanent loss works is that if token A and token B are traded against each other over time and the prices change, then if you withdrew token A, then you would receive less of that than was initially contributed. So it's kind of an abstract concept in some ways, or it might not be if you're more financially savvy than I am. I am really good with equations when it comes to practical things, which is probably why I'm an engineer. But when it comes to a little bit more abstract things like finance and accounting, I have a hard time with that. So I won't get too far into that. I would much rather to talk about how it works and why it's not already been passed. So in 2022, the XLS 30D technical specification to build a protocol native AMM integrated with the order book based DEX on the XRPL was actually proposed. What is an AMM? Well, it is a decentralized exchange protocol that allows users to swap assets using liquidity from pre-funded token pools that eliminates the need for market makers to determine prices. And David Schwartz and that impressively generous picture there is much more excited about the AMM feature than he has been on any other proposed XRPL feature in the past 10 years. Okay. So if we look at the overall graphic here, we touched on this part up here. Now, this stuff, that's not too interesting for me with how it's explained, but it has a community-driven feed design as well. So LP token holders can actively participate in voting on trading fees, ensuring a democratic decision-making process. And that word here just means that whoever gets the most votes actually actually wins. It's been a day. So that might not mean that the most ideal thing will always pass if you have a large number of very large token holders who vote a particular way. It is designed to reduce impermanent loss by incentivizing arbitrageurs to bid for the right to capture price discrepancies. That right there is what makes this proposal for the XRPL AMM much more. It's much different than the other AMMs out there. So how does it work? Here we have Hologenic as token A and XRP as token B. We have LPs that put in LP tokens of A and B and can earn a passive income off of that. Traders can exchange the token pair and pay a trading fee, which is where this passive income comes from. And the good thing about an AMM is that it can create unique token trading pairs that don't exist in a lot of other exchanges. So if you add liquidity to an AMM, it rewards us with LP tokens. Buy, sell, and use LP tokens and earn fees or passive income that are collected trading fees, which are distributed to LP token holders during the redemption proportional to how much they hold in that liquidity pool. It's not completely risk free, however. New LP types: single-sided deposits and withdrawals. So that is a new thing as a part of the XLS 30D proposal here. So equal asset transactions involve users adding or removing liquidity by depositing or withdrawing an equivalent value of both assets in the pool of an AMM. So it just means that you would have to deposit an equal dollar value of token A and token B. However, single-sided transactions involve users adding or removing liquidity by depositing or withdrawing only one of the assets in the AMM's pool. So if we have a lot of XRP, we can contribute that to that liquidity pool and still earn passive income, even if we don't have any hologenic. So it is not yet enabled. As of November 11th of 2023, it is still being voted on by the UNL validators. If and when it is approved, it could be implemented as early as first quarter of 2024. However, that is beginning to look a little bit optimistic since it has not passed yet, and it is November 27th of 2023 right now. So the interesting thing is that this 28 of 35 votes has to be held for 2 weeks of continuous support. And as of this point in time, we were only at a 34% positive consensus. And yeah, I apologize. I have a cold or allergies or I don't know, but I'm just having a hard time over here. So the XRPL and AMM security code have been checked out by Herdic, and they rank that as a 95 out of 100. So here is an article from Crypto News that just explains all of that, except without a problem on speech or without a person who has a cold. But it does also call out the risk of impermanent loss. So why isn't this actually passed if it is so obviously good? For example, did you vote for XLS 30 or are you just playing politics? I have seen a lot on X about it seems to be the opinion of a lot of XRP holders that these XRPL node operators are just playing politics because this is allegedly obviously good, and it is a way to really increase the utility of the XRPL right now. It has, however, also shown that the XRPL and the XRPL operators are pretty reluctant to change, and they haven't really adapted as quickly as a lot of other projects out there. So here is a thread that I talked about probably a month ago or so, but it is a little bit over my head in all honesty. It is pretty technical, but it is explaining all of the drama around this whole XRPL AMM vote and why the validators might have some hesitancy. So it has some examples of the default vote parameters should be set to yes for a bug fix, and everything else set to no. Okay, that is not a huge deal in my opinion. The only way to completely reject this, and it won't ever pass, is if the XRPL development community decides to remove the AMM source code entirely by an amendment. So let's see. All of the arguments against it have to do with technical things that I don't really understand. There are about 206 nodes that are not up to date, although 100% of all current UNL validator nodes are, who actually vote on this. By enabling the AMM proposal, those 206 nodes would be blocked from participating on the XRPL, which isn't a good thing. Critical path finding bug. I don't know. And then you can flood the network with poorly written code as well. And front running the XRPL, that would be it would result from faulty code, and it would end up with failed transactions and fake trading volume, unknown edge cases. That's just how do we know what we don't know? And apparently there is some questioning of the actual security audit itself. But yeah, so from what I have seen, it all comes down to high performance implications due to failing transactions that would pull down the overall performance of the XRPL, unknown edge cases, and allegedly untrustworthy security audits. While I do think all of these are good things to try to work out as completely as possible before it is actually passed, I do think that there is good old-fashioned politics involved as well. And here is a thread from Panos. It's not really directly tied into the whole AMM thing, but it is just kind of reminding everyone that that the actual asset of XRP was not initially created for financial institutions. It was designed as a more efficient peer-to-peer transaction that would be a huge improvement over Bitcoin. And David Schwartz chimes in and essentially just agrees with all of this. But the real interesting thing is that his very first pitch for XRPL was deep, fair pools of liquidity between hundreds of assets that anyone in the world can contribute to and draw off of, even as they make a payment. Now, that sounds a lot like a liquidity pool for an AMM that could have a lot of very unique token trading pairs. So I thought that was an interesting comment. And just to have some fun and remind everyone about how valuable the XRPL can be with these kinds of amendments that are more attractive for financial institution and large enterprise adoption. And the more value that comes onto the XRPL, the more valuable XRP is.
Or with fund managers, again, wholesale fund managers, professional fund managers that manage your super, that sit in the equity market or the bond market. Now, the equity market is a $66 trillion market.
Wow.
The bond market, the American bond market, the Japanese bond market, the Italian bond market are actually over 80 trillion.
Wow.
So we're talking a huge amount of money here. Now, you know, fund managers, big banks like Wells Fargo or big, you know, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, whoever it might be, or Goldman Sachs, they'll actually have Ripple, you know, in their portfolios where they sit on it, you know, because they want liquidity. Or a fund manager will do the same thing that has a hedge fund. They'll sit on Ripple and they'll actually take Ripple out of circulation.
Wow.
So
which all of the kinds of people that she he just talked about are the kinds of people and companies and institutions that would be able to profit a lot by providing a large amount of liquidity into an XRPL AMM.